Hello everybody, AngelTubeTV back here with another reaction video, and today we're going to be reacting to this Retro Bowl sequel game and stuff. I will be reacting to two videos today. We're going to be reacting to a video by Hostile Beast talking about it, and Hefe Zai talking about it. So, yeah. Whatever they're talking about this Retro Bowl sequel, apparently it's true. So, we're gonna react to it right now. So, let's get right into it.
Retro Bowl has been on a slow but steady decline over the past year or so, with declining updates and overall support for both the base game and the college version. But
True.
I'm happy to say that we are back. September 5th, Retro Bowl is going to be changed forever. NFL Retro Bowl 25 is going to be released. Right now, I'm going to go over everything we know so far and what this means for the future of Retro Bowl and things that I hope are in this game. So right off the bat, probably the biggest thing maybe to ever be added in Retro Bowl is real NFL players and teams. This game is partnered with the NFL Player Agency, NFLPA, so you'll actually be able to play as Patrick Mahomes or Tyreek Hill. I won't need to clickbait anymore. You don't have to fake anything, okay? From the tweet that the official Retro Bowl account posted, they say hundreds of real NFL players to choose from, which makes me think they'll probably go for 12 NFL players per real team because, you know, like the max roster size in the normal game is 12. Maybe I could see 10 to 12 per team. Either way, like all the really good stud players on offense and defense should be in this game. So another very important part of this tweet is the phrase superstars on every team. That's what I'm saying. Like the really good players are going to be on there. Practice squad guys, probably not. This is still speculation, but I think this means we're finally going to get full rosters, and by full I mean 10 to 12 players, for every team in the league. Right now, of course, only one team, your current team, has a roster with players and data stored in the game. Every other team is just a star rating, even if you used to be on that team. But now, it looks like it'll be more similar to Hoopland, where every team has players, and you'll be able to trade and negotiate with them. But I'll save that speculation for later, and I'll go over the one slight negative coming up with this game. It's on Apple Arcade. Okay, this game is going to replace the current Retro Bowl Plus game already on Apple Arcade. So sorry to the 5 people who are playing on that version. Apple Arcade is $7 a month. And if you haven't used it before, you will get a free trial. So overall, it is pretty pricey if you buy it only for this game. But it does have a lot of other games if you want to look at them, even like Retro Bowl Plus. From initial reactions, I've seen a lot of people complain about this, and I understand where they're coming from. $7 monthly is a lot of money. That's definitely going to add up over time if you only plan to get the game to play it for Retro Bowl. And a lot of people straight up aren't going to have access because they're on Android devices, which sucks for the player base. But I think that the funding and the NFL rights were probably a lot easier to get through Apple and Apple Arcade. And this game success could easily allow for more Retro Bowl and Retro Bowl College support. So, I mean, this might be like, not like a cash grab, but a way for them to get more money to develop the base games more. And let's be real, okay? $7, like, is that a little bit? Yes. But would I spend my last $7 to buy this game? Absolutely, I would. Forget bread and water to eat. Okay, I am buying Retro Bowl. I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the biggest Retro Bowl news ever. Bigger than any update, and dare I say bigger than Retro Bowl College just a year ago. Assuming at minimum it's just a Retro Bowl reskin, but with official NFL players and real rosters and head coaches, along with full rosters across the league. This takes anything I could have dreamed for Retro Bowl and blows it right out of the water. This also brings me to the lack of updates both games have been seeing. I know a lot of people, myself included, have been frustrated with the overall lack of updates and responses from the developers, and I think the hate should definitely be toned down with this announcement. The fact that we got this I think most people in the community don't really know how game development works, myself included again, which is not a bad thing, but it is a lot easier to be like, I want punt returns and I want defense than to actually implement this stuff. It takes a lot of time. Those are like the two biggest things, especially defense. I think they had to recode the whole way, like you rushed and ran any time in the game, just to add a simple thing like kick return. So it definitely, with a game like this, it is definitely hard to figure stuff like that out. And Retro Bowl is also, at its core, a simplistic game. Simon, the lead developer, has stated multiple times that Retro Bowl is always going to remain a simple pick-up-and-play game. And I think the most important thing to recognize is that this strategy has worked damn near perfectly for New Star games and Retro Bowl. This game soared to popularities that genuinely nobody expected. And to think that a mobile football game half the size of Game Pigeon that isn't like Madden has a genuine community on social media over 4 years since release is mind-boggling. Keeping the game simplistic also works in favor of the game's price. When people compare Retro Bowl to Hoopland, I think it's important to look at pricing. Who Planned is, I think, like $5 for the premium version, which gives access to all game modes and features. That is a large jump from Retro Bowl's premium, which is $1. But Who Planned has significantly more depth and larger updates, so of course it's going to cost more. Retro Bowl simplicity is something that helps it stay completely ad-free, and only $1 for the premium version. And having those features also contribute massively to Retro Bowl's mainstream appeal and success. Sorry for the crazy rant, but I do think it's important to give Simon and the developers respect and their flowers when it comes to knowing what they're doing. They've been making games for over 20 years, and they're still making new games today. They're about to release a tennis game, and they're still updating New Star Grand Prix and Retro Gold, maybe. And I believe that as a community, we should put our faith in Simon and New Star Games to do what they think is best for their fans. And yes, am I switching up? Have I been mad in the past? Yes. But we didn't know about Retro Bowl NFL. So in light of this announcement, I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? This guy knows what he's doing. Are there problems with the game and its updates right now? Absolutely. And it's important to discuss them and get them out there so they can be seen. This game isn't perfect, and there's so much more that can be added while keeping the game simplistic. But something to keep in mind is that Retro Bowl is very likely their biggest game monetarily at the moment. So I find it hard to believe that Simon doesn't want to continue to improve this game and make it as good as possible. This is not meant to be a knock on people who haven't liked the new updates or want more out of this game. I don't like some of the new updates, and I want more out of this game too. It's very reasonable to do so, and most of the points I've seen are very valid. But it's also very easy to get in the loop of hating without taking a step back to realize why the game isn't being updated as much, and hopefully it was for good reason with this new game. Like I said, if this new game is amazing, I'm gonna forgive them for everything. Now, if this new game sucks, well, maybe we can start hating again. But for now, back to NFL Retro Bowl 25. So far, I'm really going off of one tweet and a paragraph on the App Store, so it's really difficult to predict what exactly this game will be like, and this is pretty much all speculation. Superstars on every team really leads me to believe that every team will have players in your league, and I'm assuming Simon will be a little more reckless on storage use compared to the base game. That's something he often cited as like a roadblock for larger rosters or Hall of Fames, which also makes me wonder if we'll see that in this game. Obviously, the players will be from real life, but I'm not sure the coaches and the coordinators will. I also doubt
the coaches and coordinators are, that would be sick.
If at all, from the original games.
Huge.
But I do wonder if we'll see new dilemmas or maybe less dilemmas. I don't know what the NFL Players Association will allow with the current dilemmas, like involving illegal substances and domestic violence. There's a lot of possibilities, and I don't really think much will be added on top of the real players and maybe full league rosters, but I'll gladly take it at this point. Hopefully, as the release gets closer, we're going to get more info, but I had to get this out as soon as possible, so I'm recording literally the day of the update. Hopefully going to upload the day or the day after that they announce this game. At this point, that is all I have to say about this new game. I am very, very excited to play this on the channel and pay my $7 and just see what it brings to the table. I have high expectations because I know that Simon and his crew are going to be working hard to make this game, worth the money. This game will hopefully also bring in a lot in terms of my content and what you guys may see from this channel. Recreations are going to be 20 times easier, I think, so let me know if you want to see more of those. There's also so many ideas I have for franchises and team rebuilds and one-off videos that I'm sure you guys are going to love, and this opens up a whole new door of content for other creators to make and further the community as a whole. Looking to the future of Retro Bowl, I'm still not sure what the base game has in store. Obviously, updates will eventually come, but it's going to be difficult to keep updates across 3 separate game versions, and College is already lacking in features as it doesn't even have simulations yet. As I said earlier, New Star Games is working on New Star Grand Prix, a new tennis game called Retro Slam Tennis, and all the Retro Bowl games, and technically Retro Gold too. So updates will probably be slow, although that's not really something new for us. Hopefully NFL Retro Bowl 25 will be supported consistently when the base game is updated, but all we can do is hope. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.
So here are my thoughts. WV Hostile B or Hostile HB, whatever you want me to call you, WV. So here's the thing. I don't know how they got the NFL license to get real players and teams, but congratulations. Now we have this game, and yeah, this is big. This is huge. Biggest Retro Bowl update. Or biggest Retro Bowl news ever. So, yeah. Congrats to New Star Games on somehow getting the NFL license. The only problem I have, it's coming exclusively to Apple Arcade. And I'm an Android user, so y'all can call me a sad person in the comments. So, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna react to the second video right now. All right, people, we got Hefe in the building. 49ers fan, sad. But no disrespect, okay? If he watches this video and heard me say this, don't do it. Don't do it to me. Okay. But yeah, 2 goats at Retro Bowl. This is big, but he's gonna be talking about it. So let's see what happens and let's react again. 2 videos in 1 reaction. Crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, some big news out of New Star Games has dropped today. I woke up this morning, no breakfast, straight to Twitter. And the first tweet that I see is this tweet right here. Retro Bowl official Twitter account, which I will leave in the description down below, has tweeted out, next month, Retro Bowl turns pro. NFL Retro Bowl 25 is coming exclusively to Apple Arcade. I don't even know what that means. Is it called NFL Retro Bowl 25? Is that the name?
It is what it's called.
That's kind of a tongue twister, no? I don't really know what's happening there, but it's coming exclusively to Apple Arcade.
Wait till you see that. No.
Android users are in shambles with superstars
We
of
are in
every team and
shambles.
hundreds of real NFL and NFLPA players to choose from. So if you take a look, oh my God, you see George Kittle. That looks like George. That looks like my boy Jorge.
Georgie.
We got Aiden Hutchinson, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Josh Allen. I don't know what he's doing there. He might be doing that celebration, that you know, that kind of rainbow celebration. And then we got Joe Burrow here, man. This is insane. This is a crazy collab. And we got some excitement here, man. Will Compton, podcaster, former NFL player. He's looking to play his year 10 in Retro Bowl. He played 9 years in
Will
the NFL. There's a
Compton,
lot of
bro.
excitement here. Now, it is
He's
on
been playing
Apple
Retro Ball his whole
Arcade.
life.
And maybe some people are complaining about that. Nah, y'all some hoes. Apple Arcade. That's probably
Wow.
that bought the regular version. Yeah, there's some outrage about the Apple Arcade. It might be from, you know, Android users, but it also might be just people that don't want to spend more money. I would just rather this implement into the main game instead of having to get a subscription just to get players from the NFL. Like, this all makes sense, but at the same time, guys, I don't know, from New Star Games perspective, I feel like they, you know, the people working behind the scenes, Simon, Bill, and Chris, you know what I'm saying? They do a lot.
And he
Try
knows
to make the game
all of
as
them.
good as possible for you guys, and they should be compensated for their work. And also, I think they're gonna put a bunch of that back into the game as well to make Retro Bowl and Retro Bowl College
Exclusive
better
to Apple, though.
I really
Wow.
don't think that's a big
Can this come
concern.
to
Now,
console,
so far
please?
it's only releasing
I don't think it
I don't know
isn't.
if it's gonna be
But if it
ever
is,
released
then
to Android
this
users
will be big
or
too.
you know, Nintendo Switch users too. But let's take a look at it in the App Store here. Retro Bowl Plus. Woo! Look at that logo right there. I don't like how it's Chiefs colors. We could have made that red and gold. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just reading here. We're relaunching the game on September 5th. It's coming out in a month. Retro Bowl
September
25.
5th,
That's
okay,
what it's gonna be
got it.
called. It's called Retro Bowl Plus here. I don't know which one's the official name, but it features the teams and players NFL fans expect in glorious pixels. See you on the gridiron. Now the rest of this is probably just the main.
That's a big
description
teaser
that
right
Retro Bowl
there.
usually has for its app, but this is crazy, man. That they got a licensing deal with the NFL.
It is
as a
so
mobile
crazy.
game
The
that's
fact that they were
not
able to
EA
get is
Sports,
crazy.
That is kind of nuts, and I feel like y'all
It
have
is
played a
nuts.
big part into that. You feel what I'm saying? So this is kind of like a celebration video. You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. Let's get hyped.
Yeah,
I
let's
like it.
celebrate.
My friend. Yeah, okay, so hey, if y'all haven't gone to our Apple Arcade, you get 3 months free. So when September 5th rolls around, you redeem the
3 months free, then
You play for
$9
3
a
months,
month.
See if you like it or
Wow.
not. There you go. Now, about 2 years ago, I actually saw that there
I
was
can't
a
believe I'm
Retro
about to
Bowl
play
Plus
a Retro
on
Bowl game for
Apple
3
Arcade.
months and
I
then
emailed
just
Simon about it.
dump
at that
off
time,
money
and
just
Simon
to
pretty much
keep
said
playing it.
that this
Unless it
game was
drops
pretty
on
much the same
Android or
thing as
console or
Retro Bowl
something,
Unlimited version.
somehow.
They were focused on minor tweaks at the time and very small detail changes, but he wouldn't really go into, you know, what that was for. So the fact that they're releasing it now on Apple Arcade tells me that there's going to be some huge changes coming to this game. Like, I think this
let's hope
game is
they
going
are.
to be very, very different to Retro Bowl and Retro
Hopefully
Bowl
they add,
College. I
like,
don't think it's just going to
defense and
implement
kicker teams.
NFL players and you know, the
Defense
NFL teams
especially.
and stuff. Like, I think it's just more than licensing. I think they're going to introduce new game modes and you know, new features. That's just my predictions. So we're going to talk a bit more about the predictions for Retro Bowl 25 later on in this video. I want to take a look at the Retro Bowl Reddit. Bill Newstar has
Ooh, the Reddit.
posted the tweet in the Retro Reddit, and we did 100K members. Hold on, let's celebrate that. That's all you guys in the Retro Reddit, man. But let's take a look at some of the reaction that's been going on for this tweet right here. This guy's not happy. He's an Android user. I do kind of feel bad for Android users, all serious note. You know what I mean? This is going to be a crazy game, and the fact that Android users can't use this, I kind of feel bad for them. I don't know what the equivalent, if there's a
y'all can feel bad for me all you want.
On Google Play. Is there like a Google
but
Play
it makes
Plus,
sense.
Google Play Premium? I don't know, but these guys are pissed right here. I don't have iOS, so I can't play this, but if it earns the company more revenue, then they can use that to invest in Retro Bowl and Retro Bowl College, and I'm all for it. See, this guy's got a positive mindset.
Hey, positivity is in the building.
Glass half empty kind of guy. Yeah, this is really good for New Star Games, man. This is huge. Like, y'all don't understand, man. To get the NFL licensing rights, I'm pretty sure only EA Sports has that. So that's insane. Like,
yeah, EA has it exclusively, and it's, I think their deal is over until next year.
That's your only get back, because New Star Games is
already talking about extension.
This is the first step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everyone's mostly complaining about Apple Arcade here. That's kind of sad. I imagine it is to keep it affordable. As we've seen from Sunday Ticket fiasco, the NFL probably wouldn't allow $1 officially licensed game. That's another thing to consider, guys. We're talking about the NFL here. The NFL, that stands for money. We're talking about Roger Goodell. We're pretty much working hand in hand with Roger Goodell. Matter of fact, I may or may not have met Roger Goodell over this process. Wait a minute. Nah, I'm playing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're working with the NFL here. It's not all based on their decision, I'm assuming. Like, the NFL needs to make a bag off of this too, so I can see why they put it on Apple Arcade. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are really complaining about the Apple Arcade subscription thing mostly, but at the same time,
that's
like,
basically
they
the
wouldn't
only
get this without the subscription. You know, like how Sam43650 has said in the Reddit forum. You know what I mean? They wouldn't get this. So now I want to talk about the predictions for this app. What do I think will happen with this game? Retro Bowl 25. Now, I think a possible feature could be career mode or QB mode. Do I expect it to happen? I'm not sure.
That was a big rumor in Retro Bowl lately, but it didn't happen.
Towards college football or maybe the main game. I don't know if I could see them, you know, aligning the, you know, NFL players with that. Maybe that makes career mode more interesting. Maybe you're be able to like interact with your teammates and stuff with like actual NFL players and throw to actual NFL players. So that would be cool. Maybe QB mode or some sort of career mode. But I honestly,
so then you also got the team, so like the logos and stuff.
Where you're kind of just overseeing the general manager aspect of the game. You're not really playing any game, but it's probably going to be like more micromanaging in terms of running a team, running a franchise, you know, the finances, and maybe expanding like the draft. This is just me guessing though. I also think maybe they'll add something like trading player for player. Now that you have licensing deals for NFL players, maybe you're able to directly trade for a player on the other team, or maybe
that would be crazy though, because they didn't have training for Retro Bowl
and stuff. The trade for different players on different teams. Now that there's actual player names and you know which players are going to be on which team, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I know Justin Jefferson is on the Minnesota Vikings on Retro Bowl now instead of some random generated name. You know what I mean? So if I wanted to go trade for Justin Jefferson, I feel like that they'll include that. I also think they might add like statistic stats for other players in the league, because now that you know all the player names on the different teams, you should be able to see what their statistics are in the season and how they're doing. I feel like that's a small feature that it can really make the game great, because that creates a lot of like storyline building for the player, and I feel like each player would, you know, be more excited about that.
Jay Jazz is like one of the best receivers in the league.
Playing better than the other team's players, or their players.
Comment down below who's better, Tyreek or Jay Jazz.
I feel like that would be really cool, but at the same time, I don't really know. These are just kind of some of my predictions. I want you guys to drop your predictions in the comments down below. Like I said, I really feel bad for the Android users. I actually used to be an Android user too, you know what I'm saying? I grew up with the Samsung Galaxy A7. That was my first ever phone. I was walking around grade 7, you know what I'm saying, getting girls' Facebook messengers. That was my thing, you know what I'm saying? So I understand why y'all be
Rizzler.
At the same time, I don't think this licensing deal would be possible without the collab of Apple Arcade coming into play. And, you know, New Star Games, they're trying to evolve, they're trying to compete with, you know, EA Sports. They're on their way to becoming a big dog. You know what I'm saying? They're on their way to becoming a big dog. So anyway, that, you know, we can all help that grow, I feel like would be much appreciated from them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really my take on the game selling out thing. I don't really think it's true, especially with the way that, you know, Retro Bowl interacts with their fans on the Reddit, on Twitter and stuff. I really genuinely do think that they really care about the fan base, and they know how much it hurts to leave Android users out of this, and also for Apple users to have to purchase, you know, Apple.
Hopefully they like
to be able to do this.
try to do something
this is an
to get
exciting
on
time
Android.
for Retro Bowl. The game is growing. Last year around
everything.
this time, Retro Bowl College came out. This year, NFL season rolls around. They're including actual NFL players. I am excited. Don't forget to
I'm
leave your
excited
predictions
too,
in the comments down
but it's
below.
only an Apple
Thank you guys so
Arcade,
much for
so
watching this video.
I'm
I
not.
will try my best to get early access to this game to show you guys what it's like. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Alright, man, so we're going to be talking about it in this video. So, Retro Bowl, NFL Retro Bowl 25. It's brand new. It's the third entry in the Retro Bowl series. And yeah, I have my thoughts about it. So, again, so congratulations to this New Star Games for getting an NFL license. It's crazy how they were able to get it. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the game is going to be good, but because of the NFL licensing and stuff, so maybe, but I don't know. I don't really have that much to say, but let's just hope that the game is good. Hopefully, we all can push New Star Games to release on a console or Android or something, because, come on, if y'all care about y'all fan base, then give it to us. Not just exclusively Apple Arcade, okay? Not trying to complain too much, but yeah, that's. But yeah, I don't have a lot to say. It's just congrats that they have NFL licensing in the game, and hopefully they release it on console or Android, because if they care about our fan base, might as well release it, and we can all have fun on it, okay? And yeah. And then new features, I agree. Should be trades, should be defense, kick returns, and that. So yeah. That is gonna do it for the whole video. Hope you guys enjoy. I know it's not much a reaction, but yeah. If it's not enough reaction, then I don't know what to say. But yeah. AngelTubeTV is out. Goodbye. Subscribe, and for more I'll film like the back right now for more reactions. Bye.